Thank you very much indeed. I've had another question, gentleman in the back there. Yes.
I'm Joachim Frun from Berliner Morgenpost from Germany. I would like to know, it was mentioned before that only 1/3 of the European citizens know about the benefits of the cohesion policy. In Germany, it's only 1/4, as I've learned. The only thing where it gets popular if it's reported about a project that were failing or useless or something like that. That leads me to the question, what's your analysis about the projects that have failed or that are really not successful and didn't deliver the purpose that they were installed for?
Thank you very much for your question. And you are right that as a former journalist, I always know that good news are not news. So we also always, we didn't know it was our weakness in the last 25 years, first of all, to allow so many things against European Union to be perpetuated without reacting. Some of the critics, of course, are very valid, and I think we should really improve how the European Union is working, but many of them were simply lies. And I tell you, not as a commissioner, but as a former member of European Parliament for 8 years, and I know very well that every time when, for instance, Mr. Farage came with his speculations that 20 million Romanians will invade Great Britain and all the other ideas, we all said that we don't go so low to respond. And I think it was a mistake not to respond to all these lies. So on Germany, in Germany we have created, I think, hundreds and thousands of jobs for the first time due to the European funds. All the German landers, Eastern German landers became from the less developed regions in transition, also due to the European funds, or mostly due to the European funds. We had this very open and transparent and honest discussion with the Court of Auditors, because, of course, they have the duty that every year to issue this report on the failure of the cohesion policy. And this was a way to feed the extremists. But I would like to tell you that in our policy, we have 44% errors, and out of this 4%, only 0.5 is about fraud. So the rest is about not knowing the legislation or not showing these stars of the European flags without not financial consequences. So all in all, it is a success. But it's of course one thing to say that a country absorbed 19 billion and lose 1 billion. Depends how you put. I see from many countries. The title is how many money the country lost, not how many entered into the economy and how much we invested in the economy. I also put a great emphasis, and I didn't say enough in my introduction, about cross-border cooperation. I visited Frankfurt and Ušljubice, between other, and I was very emotional because I know how many people have died before 25 years ago, and now they are very free to go from one side to another, to go to the restaurant or to go to the university. This is also one of the role of these EU funds, to heal the wounds that we have on the map of our continent. I also spoke with our chief negotiator, Barnier. We are all very much concerned about cross-border cooperation program, which is called Peace Program, between Northern Ireland and Ireland, because it was not Dublin, it was not London, it was not Belfast, it was Brussels, who put in place this Good Friday Agreement and put all the people together, people who were in war, and nobody imagines that these people will work together in the same companies, that the children will be in the same schools, that they will have the bridge to go daily from Northern Ireland to Ireland. So we have decided to also visit this site and underline how this peace program contributed to the reconciliation between two states that they were for decades in the war. So macro-regional strategies also is something very important. So I know that there are some voices from Germany. I saw a proposal from a ministry, but in the same time I can assure you that we have a paper about the future of cohesion policy signed by all the prime ministers of the landers, and is very much in favor of the cohesion policy, because the president of the landers, they know better how much cohesion policy contributed. I visited in Berlin, in the suburbs, so many wonderful projects, and as I said, not only rich regions, but also, not only poor regions, but also rich regions, Bavaria or Berlin, they are using these funds in a very good way. So I also work very well with Commissioner Oettinger, and we will present together this reflection paper on Wednesday in the press room after the college this Wednesday. We are working very well together because, of course, he's a commissioner for so many years, but he has also this experience of the president of the region. And I am very much rely on them, of the local authorities, to